Uh-oh.
We need to know what's really going on.
I already made a video about the best thriller movies this year, but this is a completely new set of films packed with twists, suspense, and gripping mystery. Here are 10 of the best thriller movies of 2024 that will blow your mind. Before we get started, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. The Watchers.
This is a trick. Oh my God.
The Watchers is a supernatural horror thriller directed by Yashana Knight Shyamalan, adapted from A.M. Shine's novel. Set in the haunting depths of an Irish forest, the story follows Mina, played by Dakota Fanning, who finds herself trapped in a bunker with strangers. Each night, shadowy creatures emerge, not to attack, but to watch.
Us to be here, and I'm not staying here. They allow us to live because we follow their rules. You have broken too many.
It's a slow burn thriller that crawls under your skin, keeping you on edge. The film nails the atmosphere with its haunting forest setting and nerve-wracking sound design. Conclave.
If there was only certainty and no doubt, there would be no mystery.
The Conclave is a gripping drama by Edward Berger that feels like a true cinematic experience. Ralph Fiennes delivers an impressive performance as Cardinal Lawrence, sparking early Oscar buzz. Based on Robert Harris's best-selling novel, the film delves into the Vatican, where the sudden death of the Pope triggers a secretive election to choose his successor. Set in the iconic Sistine Chapel, 118 cardinals from around the globe gather, each carrying ambitions, alliances, and secrets.
There was one sin which I had come to fear above all others: certainty.
At the center is Cardinal Lomeli, Dean of the College of Cardinals, overseeing the election. But as he digs deeper into the political scheming, he uncovers shocking truths about the candidates and the mysterious circumstances surrounding the late Pope's death. With its masterful pacing, intricate plot, and haunting score, The Conclave pulls you into its world and keeps you on edge with every twist. Longlegs.
Has led to all.
Longlegs is one of the best horror thrillers of the year, though it's been marketed as the scariest movie of 2024. To be honest, it might not be as terrifying as the trailer suggested, but that doesn't make it any less of a ride. The story follows FBI agent Lee Harker, played by Micah Monroe, who's sent to a small town to investigate a series of gruesome murders. Each crime scene has a coded notes left by the killer, known as Longlegs, directed by Osgood Perkins. Longlegs perfectly captures that 1990s vibe with its drab, boxy aesthetics and slow burn tension that keeps you on edge. Nicolas Cage delivers a truly wild performance as the sinister serial killer tied up in dark supernatural rituals. He's got the wild prosthetics, the stringy wig, and a completely unhinged energy that just works.
Nice with me. But you didn't. Like that.
If you're a fan of films like Seven or The Silence of the Lambs, you'll definitely see some parallels here. It's also got that same unsettling mood as Perkins, the Blackcoat's daughter. Overall, Longlegs is a terrific, unsettling movie that's absolutely worth your time. Just don't go in expecting the scariest movie ever made. Set those expectations right, and you'll be more than satisfied. Trap.
What's happening?
I think you're looking for me. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Trap is a psychological thriller directed by M. Night Shyamalan that grabs your attention right from the start. The story follows Cooper, played by Josh Hartnett, who takes his teenage daughter to a concert by pop star Lady Raven. But something feels off. Cameras are everywhere, and police are stationed at every entrance. It quickly becomes clear that this concert is actually a setup to catch a serial killer known as the Butcher. And here's the twist. Cooper might be the very man they're hunting.
This dude is next level insane.
The suspense only gets tighter from there. Cooper must protect his daughter while hiding his own dark secrets. And in true Shyamalan fashion, there are even more twists that will keep you guessing, because the truth is far more complicated than just whether Cooper is the butcher. Blink twice.
Uh-oh.
We need to know what's really going on.
Blink Twice marks Zoe Kravitz's jaw-dropping directorial debut, blending the vibes of Get Out and Shutter Island. The story follows Frida, a cocktail waitress played by Naomi Ackie, whose life takes a wild turn after meeting the charming tech billionaire Slater King, played by Channing Tatum. After a chaotic but charming first encounter, Frida and her best friend Jess, played by Aaliyah Shawkat, get invited to Slater's private island, a tropical paradise that promises luxury and escape.
Okay, but like, how? Something's making us forget.
But what starts as a dream vacation quickly turns into a nightmare as Frida starts to feel that something isn't quite right with their host and the island itself. Ackie and Tatum deliver incredible performances, and the tension builds so smoothly that before you know it, you're completely hooked. This film isn't about flashy twists, it's all about how things unfold. Oddity.
This is not real.
Oddity is one of those horror movies that really sticks with you. It's got that perfect mix of atmospheric horror and psychological tension. The story kicks off with Dani, who mysteriously dies after a terrifying encounter in her isolated Irish home. A year later, her widower, Ted, moves back in with his new girlfriend, Yana. They're completely clueless about the dark forces still lurking there. Things get even creepier when Dani's sister, Darcy, a blind medium, shows up. Using her abilities, Darcy starts piecing together what really happened that fateful night, and it's anything but comforting.
I'm just telling you what I saw.
Danny's ghost. My dead wife is not haunting this house.
With its moody atmosphere and slow burn tension, Oddity really knows how to draw you in. Damian McCarthy's Oddity is a masterclass in suspenseful horror, building on his unnerving debut. Caveat: the tension is intense, with just enough jump scares and psychological dread to keep you on edge. Oddity isn't just another scary movie, it's a haunting experience that you won't soon forget. Juror.
Let me just ask you one thing. Did you guys ever look at any other suspect?
Juror is a gripping courtroom drama brought to life by the legendary Clint Eastwood, who might just have delivered his final masterpiece at 94. The film carries that old school suspense that Eastwood does so well, blending mid-budget thrills with some seriously strong performances. The story follows Justin Kemp, played by Nicholas Hoult, a young man chosen to serve on the jury for a high-profile murder trial. But as the trial unfolds, Justin faces a gut-wrenching realization. He starts to suspect that he might actually be responsible for the crime, a tragic accident he can barely remember.
What are you telling me?
Maybe I didn't hit it, dear.
Eastwood's directing sticks to a classic, no-nonsense style. Sure, there are a few moments that could use a bit more visual flair, but overall, Juror #2 delivers a thoughtful, riveting experience. Caddo Lake. Caddo Lake is a gripping psychological thriller directed by Sean Patrick Flanery. Set against the hauntingly beautiful backdrop of the Texas and Louisiana wetlands, it follows two deeply flawed characters, played by Dylan O'Brien and Eliza Scanlon. They stumble upon a strange connection between their families, a string of disappearances, and the lake itself. The atmosphere is chilling, and the acting is on point. Once things start to come together, it's hard to look away. It's got a bit of a dark vibe. Fans of the German show will get what I mean, but it really holds its own with eerie storytelling and emotional depth.
How could they be that far out in the water? What if the seizures are hereditary?
I never had one. Till now.
Now, I'll admit, it takes its time, and the pacing might feel slow for some, but honestly, that deliberate pace builds tension and gives the characters room to breathe. All in all, Caddo Lake is an atmospheric, haunting thriller, perfect for fans of intelligent, thought-provoking cinema. Go in with an open mind, and it just might captivate you. Strange Darling.
Oh, you asked for this, right?
Strange Darling, directed by J.T. Molnar, is a twisty horror thriller best experienced spoiler-free. The film kicks off with a high-stakes car chase as a bleeding woman, known only as the Lady, is pursued by a relentless man. The narrative unfolds across 6 cleverly mixed-up chapters, transforming what begins as a simple chase into a genre-bending adventure. This non-linear storytelling offers a fresh twist on classic horror, rooted in Molnar's deep fascination with the genre.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
You help me, please?
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
The film's disjointed chapters are laden with surprising twists and dark humor, keeping viewers on the edge of their seats. Kyle Gallner and Willa Fitzgerald deliver standout performances, with Fitzgerald offering one of the year's best. While its fragmented narrative may not appeal to everyone, it provides a thrilling, genre-defying experience. Heretic.
What have you found?
Scary.
Heretic is a psychological horror from A24, directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods. It tells the story of 2 young missionaries, Sister Barnes and Sister Paxton, who pay a visit to a mysterious man named Mr. Reed, played by Hugh Grant, to talk about faith. At first, it seems like a normal conversation, but things quickly take a dark turn. Mr. Reed traps the women in his home and forces them to face terrifying challenges that test everything they believe.
The only way out is through. Is this the game?
High five.
From now on.
Grant is terrifyingly charismatic, and Chloe East's vulnerable yet fierce performance steals the show. Shot by Chung Hoon Chung, known for Old Boy, the film's haunting visuals create a claustrophobic tension, trapping the audience in Reed's dark, twisting world. Woman of the Hour.
The question beneath the question remains the same.
Woman of the Hour, Anna Kendrick's directorial debut on Netflix, is a gripping crime thriller based on the chilling true story of Rodney Alcala, a serial killer who appeared as a contestant on The Dating Game in 1978. Kendrick not only directs, but also stars as Cheryl, an aspiring actress who unknowingly becomes a contestant opposite Alcala. Daniel Zavato delivers a haunting performance as Alcala lures viewers with his smooth-talking charm before revealing his horrifying true nature.
I've been on this show since 1968. The one thing I've learned is, no matter what words they use,
Kendrick nails her debut behind the camera, crafting a story that's intense and refreshingly realistic, especially in how the women respond with sharp survival instincts. From start to finish, Woman of the Hour is a tense, well-crafted thriller that keeps you hooked.